All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is 12 o'clock p.m. noon, Friday, the 13th of June, 2025. Market is still down. Dow is down about 422, and the S&P about 28 and a half. So, to me, I'm thinking that the market's going to absorb all of the information from what's happening in Israel and Iran. So, war is never a good thing, especially when you're people who are running the country, really don't care about their citizens. There is a major campaign going on. Now, I was figuring a little more volatility than we have right now. I did a couple of trades earlier today in this account, and I have another account. And it's been a lot of opportunity. Now it's kind of slowing down, and, it's still opportunity, but slowing down. So the volatility, I feel, is slowing down a little bit. We're higher up in the profile from the beginning of the day, at 9:30. So, who knows? Maybe we'll go up to the open, or maybe we'll even make a new high today. We'll see. If there's positive news, it could happen. The most important thing is that you guys are, and gals, when I say that, who are trading, have a reasonable stop placed, because volatility could happen at any time. Okay. So what I really want to talk about today is the speed at which orders come in and why that's important. So I'm saying speed, and a good gauge this is how I gauge it. Forget about anything except the price action, except this gray line right in here. And we count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. See this? 75, it stayed there. It went to 0, back to 75. Keep that ticking in your head. You could look at, if you have a timer, you could look at that. I just click. And then where are we stopping? We stopped about here. We had a bunch of, when we were here before this candle, buyers gave up a little bit and went back down again. Then we had this candle, buyers gave up a little bit, went back down again. So we're trying to keep all of this information in our head. Like right in here, this area here, to this candle. And when we came back down, there was buyers in here, but there was sellers as well. Sellers took it down, sellers took it down. But we would come back up, sellers took it down, came back up. Not too much, pretty positive candle. Yet what happened here? Sellers took it down, buyers came back up. We had a little bit of buying, then sellers took it off, got a little bit more buying, we're back to buying, coming up, sellers are taking it. And it's kind of like, slow. All right. Now, when we see fast movement, take a look at when that's coming out. Pretty much take a look at at where it's at. Is that an even number? Is it at a half number? And that could tell you basically, and what's coming back in the yeah. So what's coming back in the numbers? We've been sitting here. We went back down. Buyers came in. They can't get it above. You got pretty much neutral buying and selling. You had a big delta right here. But prior to that, you had a lot of selling. You see right up in here? A lot of selling. Sellers took control. Now you got some buyers coming in. Very small numbers coming back. Value area came up a little bit. We're building a little bit of delta. See what happens about this point right here, where delta started building again. Smaller numbers here, double numbers here, not much participation. Bunch of positive delta. You got a selling imbalance here. It did sell off a little bit. We have a step in the profile, well, in the delta profile right here. Got a couple of selling imbalances. This is the big picture. When we get past here, what do we look at? We look at above that. What happened there? You know, well, we had a pretty good candle here. It actually didn't. I'm surprised it's not registering a delta profile here. Let's do a refresh, see if I get it back. These come back pretty fast when you're just refreshing. But the delta profile doesn't. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. This delta profile came back. And look at all the delta, but we're not making any new highs. When you have a lot of delta and not huge highs, you may have a seller sitting right here, just selling. So we want to take a look at these numbers. A little buyers, nothing came back. We got the profile back again. All right, so the platform needed to pick itself up. We're above the 90 EMA. These are just things that we're just nonchalantly looking at. You know, we got small volumes up inside here compared to the ones before. A bunch of buying imbalances. Bunch of selling imbalances. We have, you know, sellers, but buyers are, you know, getting a little more buying in here. Small numbers up top. So the MO is it's coming up, comes back down. We about a point. We got some buying imbalances here. Now let's see if we lose these. But what I mean by losing them is, see, we're losing like 165, 178. We need about 100 here. This went away. You see, now it's, you know, just normal. There's no buying or selling imbalances. We still have a little bit of resistance here. This is solid. Not so much this. Then we had a bunch of buying. So I'm thinking actually we're going to go up. All right. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. I think we still have another push up. We're going to make higher gains today. Don't know if we'll, yeah, we actually even may go into the positive territory today. It really depends. It's geopolitical right now. But being that we're just this low, 400 points off, we've been there before. Next day we could be up 400 points and down. It really just depends. I'm not listening to the news. I don't want to be biased in my trading. I'm not looking at it. Everything I need to know in the news is happening right now, right in these candles. This is telling me everything I need to know. So I'm saying, do we have a strong push up, a weak push up? Do we have a strong push down, weak push down? Taking a look at the levels on the left and the right, you know, higher and lower levels. We had some more delta built up in here, so it looks good. Let's go see if we can get to triple digits. A lot of selling here. Sellers were, and then the buyers came back up. You had a bunch of selling there. You know, selling, buyers came back up. Those sellers right here, they were trapped. Auctions are pretty much finished. It is 12 o'clock. So people go to lunch, you know, traders go to lunch. So from here all the way up, it went up pretty fast. You see that? All that price action. So where are we here? 25.50. This is where they bought it. See if we go below 25.50 and see what the action is below. So we did buying a little more. 193. This is pretty good. It's taking out all these sellers. Now remember, these sellers, they're short. You know, when you see bigger numbers, they could be buying it back, no longer short. When you're short, you have to buy back to close your trade. Or maybe they're adding, reducing some risk. But we are in a consolidation area right up in here. Even have a little, I thought maybe we had a little, yeah, we did have a little gap here. That's so yeah, I'd like to see 28.50. If you could get there, I'll get back in about right here. All right, no FOMO, no fear of missing out. The next trade is just a click away. I keep on saying that. We're just going to have a sensible analysis. We're gaining value up in here, but these numbers are real small. Had sellers come in, we lost the imbalance, even though we had more buyers, aggressive buyers. Sellers are coming in not aggressively. When you see that happen, take note of how fast the sellers came in. So 0650, right about here at 28.25. PLC came up a little bit. We're starting to get a little more buying in here. So I'm going to go for a breakout. We had a lot of buyers in here, but right here. So I'm going to go long. We're starting to build very slowly, and we're not getting up this level. The sellers have their imbalances. So see if we see a little push through. Sellers are coming in just a little bit. They're coming in. We're not getting much participation here. I still feel the buyers have an upper hand here. These are very small numbers of delta. We got bigger numbers here, and it continues on, at least one tick above where I am. So right about here. So let's see if this number here, this delta number comes up. I like to see about 900, and there you go. There's the pop. It's going to take a quick. Oh, God, I'm always losing this now. I think we got another pop. Let's see. Yeah, that was about a point that I could have made. I only made a half a point because I fat fingered it. And this happens in trading. You can't get pissed. You just got to keep on going on. All right, now we come back down again. This is the trade right here. So it's 28.75. Yeah, half a point. So we're below the entry. Came through. All right, see the amount of delta that just came in? It came at 15. It was 15. It was 15. Remember? You see that? Now buyers came in over here. Let's take a look at that. We'll take a look at the number below and one above. One tick above, one below. Bunch of sellers came in that about tripled it. Came down about 2, but we're coming back up. All right. Here's what a positive delta was. See if we could keep this level here. All right. 123, 119. It's becoming less negative, yet we push down. All right. Sell orders. So there were sellers, sell stops down here. So a bunch of sell stops hit. Buyers are starting to come back in. Has some decent support here. So I want to see a pop up above it, maybe make another high, and then come back down. That's what I'm. Bunch of sellers. We're not making much lower, even though we have delta here. That's telling us we had a bunch of sellers here. All right, we're 300 to about 200, 230. A couple more sellers came through. So I'm going to take it. I'm just going to go right in the middle of my buy and sell, not because it's there. It's because we did have that push. All right, so I'm thinking we're going to go back up again. So we did have that little push up again. I'm just going to manage small wins. All right, so those 2 trades were 10 points. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll get back to you. If you comment, for sure. If you stayed this long, I appreciate it. Watching the videos, algorithms, and I'm trying to learn the algorithms in YouTube. Trying to build a channel, trying to build a community. To all my repeat viewers, I appreciate it. Put something in the comments. Let me know that what you want to see in here. I mean, this is I trade one contract when I'm recording. I try to give a commentary of what I'm thinking about. It's very important that, you get the whole picture. And I'm trying to give you that in small pieces. Taking trades as well. All right. So it's all good. Appreciate it. I like the amount of progress that the channel is getting. I think I got over 150 subscribers in a month. So that's pretty good. I'd like to get to about, 1,000, 2,000. If we can monetize this, and also the watching. I mean, just if you're sick of watching it, just open a new window and, browse the internet or something else, but let this content continue. So if it's 23 minutes, after 23 minutes, shut it down. On the next video. The longer you watch the videos, the better off the channel algorithm has my content come up more for other traders who may be looking to trade. So that's about it. I appreciate. I may not trade for the rest of the day. Got other things to do, but I appreciate you viewers, and I love the comments. So comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one again. And hopefully, prayers out to the Middle East. All right.